What the hell, Renee? There are only 2 beers in the fridge.
Sorry about that. I will buy some along with your chips.
I can't believe you didn't notice we were out of chips until we finished dinner. You are so slow. And on top of that, we are short of beer. You are so useless.
I'll hurry.
Why didn't you check the stock beforehand? You know I have them every single night.
We did have stock, though. Your dad had all the beer and chips in the afternoon today.
Well, you should stock up, counting that possibility. Haven't you figured out how much we like to drink by now?
Sorry. I didn't expect you would finish the whole stock.
Both of my parents are very upset, you know. They ask me why I have married such a clumsy woman like you. I feel awful not meeting up to their expectations. I should have kept looking for someone better to marry.
Am I that bad, Steve?
Well, let's see. 1, you suck at cook. I can't believe you cook every day, and yet your skills are nowhere near my mother.
Your mom's cooking is very difficult to copy.
2, you're supposed to take on all the housework for my mom, who has a bad back. But after all these years, you know nothing about housework. 3, you are so sloppy that my mom has to tell you what you did wrong every day.
I didn't get yelled at today, though.
Am I supposed to be happy for you not getting yelled at? I prefer to be happy when you do it right for once. And the worst thing about you is that you haven't had a child yet.
I really am sorry about that. I know your parents are looking forward to meeting their grandchild someday.
My parents aren't counting on you for that anymore. They don't count on you for anything, actually, including the cooking. We've decided to dine out if we wanted to eat something nice.
Sorry. But I am planning to cook something fancy tomorrow. I will do my best to celebrate your birthday.
Huh? We're not eating at home tomorrow.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Mom has reserved the Italian down the road. We are having dinner there.
You mean the one that's opened recently? I heard it's become popular very quickly. I look forward to it.
Don't, because you are not coming. You are staying home.
Huh? I can't come?
What have you done to deserve a lavish meal? We don't have the kind of money to spend on a wife who doesn't even do what she's supposed to do. If you don't like that, then you better stop playing around and do your role. Suitcases? That purple one. I can't find it.
Yes, Are you going on a...
Mom won a travel voucher at a bazaar. Free flights and hotel for 2. So we're going to Miami for a week.
Wow, that's amazing. So, it's going to be you and your mom?
No, Dad is coming too. It's a group opportunity, so we're adding his ticket.
Nice. A trip.
Usually don't have that kind of money, but since we don't have to pay for 2 people, we said why not?
Fine.
You're not coming.
Sort of guessed that.
Duh. A trip to Miami is so expensive, and it's high season now too. Paying for one person is costly enough.
I see.
And my mom really doesn't want to travel with you. We all prefer to travel by ourselves.
She doesn't want to, huh?
She can't even look at your face without getting annoyed. And I agree. LOL.
You do?
And clumsy. It's so irritating when you make your stupid mistakes. Mom must feel the same way I do.
Oh. I guess that's why she's always so irritated.
Must be. Anyway, so you understand now that we will be able to enjoy ourselves better without you on the trip. So you will stay home. Since we'll be gone, it'll be a good time for you to clean all over the house.
You're right. I'll do my best so that you and your parents will like me.
Good. Can. Perhaps once you get better at housework, I'll take you to Miami one day.
Sure.
Man, am I excited. I've never been, you know? And this might be the first and last trip I will ever take my parents.
Has your sister taken them on a trip? I heard Belle married a very wealthy man. Take them again in the near future.
There's no way I will ever ask Belle. I'm the son of the family. My honor would be lost. My honor would be lost.
I don't know, Steve. I think whoever can take them should.
No, my pride won't accept that.
Bella's not going to marry?
No way. She can travel all she wants. She will not be invited.
But maybe she would pay for the remaining costs.
That's exactly why she is not coming. If Belle comes, it'll be her treating my parents. During this trip, I am treating my parents.
I didn't know you were so devoted.
It might seem like a good thing that Belle married a super rich guy, but as the eldest son in the house, I feel like I've become second.
Your parents count on you more than anyone. You were the good child who agreed to live with your parents and take care of them.
Count on me. I may not be as rich as Belle's family, but I also make enough to support everyone. I'm sure they know they can't live without me.
I hope they enjoy the trip.
Hey, Renee, I heard you're going to Miami. Can you do me a favor and pick me up one of my favorite fragrances at a local shop? They use local natural ingredients and smell wonderful. Will you have time to wander around the center of the city?
Well, I think I might forget, Belle. Perhaps you should ask your mom or Steve.
I'm not sure if I trust them. They know nothing about fragrances. I can already picture them picking up the wrong kind at the wrong shop.
I'm sure they won't.
Please! They don't sell them online and I've been craving it for a long time. I will pay for it, of course.
Well, the thing is, I can't. I'm staying home.
What? Oh, I thought it was a family trip.
It is for your parents and brother. Sorry.
How come you're not going? Did you have other plans?
No, not particularly.
Then why aren't you going? Has something happened?
It's just the way it is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Sorry, forget what I said. Anyway, please ask my husband about getting your fragrance.
Hold on a minute. I don't understand. Why are they leaving you behind? Is everything okay between you and Steve?
It's nothing, Belle, really.
There has to be something. You can tell me, Renee.
My husband says I have to stay home. He doesn't want to pay for me. And your parents don't want to go on a trip with me neither, so...
Doesn't want to pay? What the hell? What do you mean my parents don't want to travel with you?
They haven't approved of me yet, as Steve's wife. I haven't lived up to their expectations. So I don't deserve to go on a trip with them.
Wait, what? What? I don't understand. How can they be so misjudging? Renee, you wake up at 5 a.m. every morning to do chores. Besides, it's insane that you have to be approved to go on a family trip.
It's okay. It's my fault. Yes, I do all the housework, but I am very clumsy. I don't do anything right.
Are you telling me that my family has told you all of this? They should be thankful that you do any housework. You are not a slave, Renee.
Belle, calm down.
Sorry, but I can't. I'm so mad. How can they treat you like this?
I think my husband is right, though. I'm not useful to your family. I haven't done anything to deserve a trip or to go to restaurants. It's inevitable they always leave me behind.
They don't take you when they eat out? You stay behind?
Yes.
Listen carefully, Renee. It is not okay to make you do all the housework or exclude you from meals. Who do they think they are?
But I stay at home, accepting my faults.
You are lying to yourself. You are telling yourself it's all your fault because you don't want to feel the pain. They have brainwashed you to lie to yourself. But deep down, you know you are hurt and that they are treating you wrong.
That's not true.
Renee, you have to stop denying your feelings. Can't you see what they've done to you? Oh, you're being mistreated by my parents and brother.
But no. I brought all of it up on myself.
I'm telling you, that's not true. Even if it were, hypothetically, it is still wrong to treat you this way. You have to teach them a lesson. I will help you make them pay. They won't get away with this.
Miami is really great. The ocean is beautiful, even in the rain. I'll send you pictures.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, brother.
Brother?
Hi, it's Belle.
What? Are you at my house?
No, I'm not at your house.
Then why do you have Renee's smartphone? You must be with her.
Yes, we decided to take a vacation together.
Huh? What?
Well, you guys left her behind. I felt so bad I said I'd take her instead. My husband is away on a business trip, so it was perfect timing for me.
Why would you do something like that without my permission? It's too sudden, and she has no money.
I'm the one who invited her. I am paying every penny.
She doesn't need any spoiling, Belle. Where are you, anyway? One of the clubhouses you're a member of?
In Santorini?
Huh? Santorini? You took her overseas?
Yeah. We're staying at a gorgeous villa. 5 stars. I always wanted to come here.
What the hell are you doing? You've gone overboard.
Why do you care? You're not the one paying for it.
I'm saying my wife doesn't deserve to be spoiled like that. She should know her place.
Excuse me? Ugh, she deserves a luxurious vacation more than anyone. She has worked her ass off day and night for her family.
You don't get it, Belle.
I do get that she wakes up at 5 a.m. and goes to bed at midnight every day to handle all the housework. So what is your problem? Why do you think you can treat her like crap? You get to live easy because she does everything for you, and yet you leave her behind? Why on earth do you think you deserve a trip?
Renee is not being useful to her family. She is clumsy with chores, and she doesn't have a job.
No, you are the one who doesn't get it, Steve. You get to work the way you do because she does everything in the house. You are able to deliver money to your family because she supports you. If you have a problem with that, then free her and let her get a job outside of the house like she always wanted to.
Someone has to do the chores. Mom has a bad back, and Dad is out of the question, so who will do it then? Huh?
Unbelievable. It's way past the era where men are exempt from doing housework. It's hard to believe a business person like you doesn't realize that. Ugh, I am so ashamed of you, all three of you. I'm so embarrassed. All of you are assholes.
What? How dare you say that to your family?
I don't feel bad. I'm only telling the truth.
This is Renee. I have taken over. Steve, I'm sorry I came to Santorini without telling you.
What the hell do you think you were doing? You should know your place. You know better than anyone that you don't deserve a vacation.
I disagree. I've worked hard for you and your parents all along.
Pardon me?
Your sister helped me realize that I've been denying myself. But I decided not to lie to myself anymore.
What are you talking about? Get your ass back home, now! You are not allowed to spoil yourself. You are not worth any of it.
What gives you the right to say such horrible things to me?
Shut up! I'm the breadwinner of the family, the leader.
So what? I've never agreed to become your slave. This is my life. I will do as I please. I will not be fazed by what you and your parents think of me.
Are you disobeying me? You useless piece of crap! You, in Santorini? Give me a break.
Are you jealous because I'm splurging more than you are? Sorry about that.
Watch yourself.
I am done serving you guys. I understand now that it will never end. You will continue to call me useless as long as I am married to you. Your mind is too corrupted to see that you look down on not only me, but all wives.
You will regret your attitude when you get home. My parents are furious too.
Sure, whatever. I am divorcing you, so it won't matter to me. I have already moved out of the house. Have fun handling all the wonderful housework by yourselves.
Are you being serious?
Yes, absolutely.
You think this is funny, you dumb witch! You're going to regret everything.
That won't be me. I'm sure you're smart enough to know what it means to be without me taking care of you all. Anyway, I have to go to my spa appointment now. Enjoy the rest of your family trip. After my trip to Santorini, I immediately filed for divorce. Belle, so ashamed of how they have treated me, severed all ties and contacts with them. My cunning in-laws were planning to ask Belle for financial help to remodel their home in the near future. So when Belle told them she would have no relation with them going forward, they were shocked and very upset. Seeing their reaction, Steve tried to comfort them, telling them how it was his job to take care of them. However, it turned out that the in-laws were actually counting on Belle more than Steve. As money lovers, what Steve was making was not enough in my in-laws' perspective. That really hurt Steve's pride, and their relationship quickly fell apart. I later heard that Steve never raised a finger when his mother's health deteriorated. And their home quickly became a famous trash house in the neighborhood because none of them knew how to do any housework. Belle and I are still close friends. She said she would someday find a great partner who would respect and take good care of me. I told her I prefer to stay single for a while and enjoy the freedom that I got back. Once I am healed, I hope to start a new life, perhaps with a wonderful partner who will love me for who I am.
Hey, Lana. Long time no see. What's it been? 8 years?
Allison? What do you want?
What kind of greeting is that? Aren't you happy to hear from your dear little sister?
What kind of greeting were you expecting from someone whose last words to you were, "Never contact me again"?
Wow, somebody's grumpy today.
Spit it out, Allison. What do you want? I don't have the time or patience to just chat with you.
Okay, geez. Must be that time of the month.
You have 30 seconds before I block your number.
Ugh, this is exactly why men don't like you, Lana.
15 seconds.
Your husband's name is Harry, right?
Yeah? And?
I remember him from your wedding. And at that time, I thought, if he's interested in you, he's probably not at all that great of a catch, so I didn't give him much thought. But about 6 months ago, I just so happened to see you walking together with him in the park. And when I saw him, wow, he's actually really, really hot. So the next day, I met up with him at a hotel. And we've been seeing each other 3 times a week ever since.
I see. I figured that's what this was about.
Wait, aren't you surprised?
Our divorce was just finalized today. Apparently he met the love of his life and needed to live his truth. So it was you, huh? I guess that makes sense.
Oh, I guess I don't have to explain it then. That saves me a bunch of time, LMAO.
It is what it is. I've already got a new place to live set up, and I'm gonna move my stuff in tomorrow morning. So if you're gonna move in with him, do it tomorrow afternoon.
Roger that. Man, you don't have any luck, do you? I'm prettier than you, more charming than you. Our parents love me more than you. You must have known that. You left home right after graduating from high school. And now it's happening to you again. Harry chose me over you as his true love. So, now you're getting pushed out of another house where no one loves you. Don't worry, I'll take real good care of Harry for you. Allison, you never told me there was a kid.
Oh, yeah, her. Wait, you really didn't know?
No! When I brought my stuff to Harry's house this afternoon, there was some little girl watching TV in the living room.
The girl with a bob haircut and a mole on her chin?
Yes! That girl!
That's Harry's daughter, Natalie.
What's the deal here? Don't kids always go with their moms in a divorce?
Not always. In our case, it made sense for Natalie to stay with Harry, so she did. If you want more details, go ask Harry yourself. It's none of my concern anymore.
Hold on! You mean I'm gonna have to deal with this kid in the house? She's just gonna get in my way!
If you don't like it, you can always break up with him.
We got married today.
That was fast. Well, I'm busy moving into my new place, so I'm gonna go.
Lana, you have to do something about this. You take the kid. How are we supposed to enjoy our life as newlyweds with some kid in the way? Lana, you have some explaining to do.
What now, Allison?
What's this about us having to move out by the end of the month? I like this house. I don't want to move. What's going on? It's our second day married and there's been nothing but problems.
Oh, you poor, poor thing.
Stop mocking me and start giving me some answers.
Ugh, Harry always was one to leave out the most important details.
What do you mean?
That house is actually employee housing owned by the company I work for.
Really?
I'm the employee, and I moved out. Did you think my company would just let him keep living there? There's a new manager starting next month who needs the house.
This is the worst.
Oh, and by the way, employees only have to pay 20% of the market rate for rent. Just so you don't get surprised when you see how much rent is due this month now that I'm gone.
Great. I guess we'll just have to move into employee housing from Harry's company.
Well, they don't have employee housing.
They don't?
So you'll just have to find an apartment and pay rent like the rest of us.
How much is the rent going to be this month?
We were paying $300 while I was there, so multiply that by 5.
1,500?
Wow, I'm impressed, Allison. Did you do that math in your head? I don't know what kind of place you had in mind, but on just Harry's income, you're probably gonna have to settle for something a lot smaller than that house.
No way!
And you should probably have a talk with Harry and Natalie about how you're gonna handle your lowered standard of living.
What do you mean?
Just so you know, when we were going through the divorce settlement, it was decided that I would get all of our savings as compensation for his infidelity. So Harry's gonna be pretty hard up for money for the foreseeable future.
No savings?
Also, his salary was lower than mine.
It was? Why is this happening to me?
I gotta get back to unpacking. Good luck with Harry!
Hey, wait!
Goodbye!
Hey, Lana, didn't you forget something? Something really important?
Did I leave something behind in the house?
No, not something, someone.
What?
Child support.
Child support?
You gotta pay child support for Natalie. She's your kid, so pay up. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon enough. Let's see, $200,000 should be enough.
I'm not paying a cent.
Excuse me?
Allison, I have no legal obligation to pay child support for Natalie.
But you're her mother.
Ugh, didn't Harry tell you anything?
Tell me what?
I don't believe this. First, go ask Harry about Natalie. This is something for him to explain, not me.
Huh? Hey, Lana, what gives? You still haven't paid the child support you owe. Don't you feel bad for abandoning your own child like this? You deadbeat mom, LOL.
Ugh! Allison, I don't owe any child support.
Harry says we should get as much as we can from you. He's on my side. So hurry up and wire the $200,000, deadbeat.
Why don't you tell that to Natalie's mom?
But you're Natalie's mom.
Ugh, you two really were meant for each other. An inept lying nincompoop and his brain-dead ditzy mistress.
Would you please stop insulting me and tell me what's going on?
Fine. Really, it's Harry who should be telling you this, but since you both seem to have the communication skills of a rotten banana, I'll tell you.
So tell me already.
Natalie isn't my child.
What?
Nothing against Natalie, but she's Harry's love child.
You mean he...
Yes, she's the daughter of Harry's first mistress. About a year ago, Child Protective Services came to Harry and said that her mother disappeared, so Harry was responsible for her. That was the first time I heard about Natalie's existence.
That sounds like a bad soap opera plot.
That's why I've been going back and forth about divorcing him for the past year. It wasn't Natalie's fault. I felt bad for her. So I cooked her meals, did her laundry, all that stuff. But for all intents and purposes, Harry and my relationship has been over for some time now.
Then why did you only divorce recently?
That's on Harry. He knew that divorcing me would mean losing my income and our house. So he wouldn't agree to the divorce, and our relationship was at a stalemate. But then, out of the blue, who should come along but you, Allison?
Me?
Once Harry met the love of his life, he suddenly became much more motivated to divorce me. Which brings us to where we are now.
Wait, don't tell me. Are you glad I took Harry from you? Are you happy that you got divorced?
Yep. But back to the topic at hand. I never legally adopted Natalie, so we have no official relationship, legal or otherwise. Harry always had sole custody of her. So, now that we're divorced, I have no legal obligation to pay child support for her.
No, come on! I thought we could use Natalie to get money out of you. Now what are we gonna do?
Yeah, I figured that's what all this was about.
Hey, Lana. We moved into a cheap studio apartment the other day. We all have to sleep in the same room, so I can't have any adult time with Harry. I don't have any privacy. Natalie doesn't listen to a thing I say. I hate this.
Sounds like you should just divorce him.
But I don't have anywhere else to go.
Uh-oh. Let me guess. Mom and Dad told you not to marry your sister's ex-husband, you did it anyway, and now they've cut you off. I bet Dad threw in a pot shot at me like, "Don't go chasing after your worthless sister's used goods," or something like that.
How did you know?
That's just about the only reason I could think of for you not being able to go back and live with Mom and Dad again.
Lana, can I divorce Harry and come live with you?
Nope.
Why not?
I'm moving into company housing again. Only their employees and their spouses are allowed.
You're the only person I can count on. Please, you have to help me.
Allison, have you ever thought of just getting a job yourself?
Why would I do that?
If you can't make ends meet on one income, what other choice do you have?
But I don't wanna.
You have two choices. Choice number 1, divorce Harry and get a job. Choice number 2, stay married to Harry and get a job.
Is there a third choice?
This is what you get for being a spoiled brat who's never had to work a day in her life.
Hey, that's not true. I have so worked a day in my life.
Ah, yes, that one day when you showed up to work and quit an hour later? I hope you can last longer than that this time around.
Lana, please.
You're gonna have to get yourself out of this mess. Bye-bye. A few months after my divorce, my parents called me for the first time in about 10 years. They graciously invited me to move back in with them and take care of them once they got too old to take care of themselves. I guess they were planning on having Allison take care of them, and they only asked me since she wasn't an option anymore. I said no and hung up. Also, apparently Allison is infertile. I guess she should have thought twice about messing around with so many guys in her younger years. Those chickens came home to roost. When Harry found out, he divorced her right away and kicked her out of their apartment the next day. She tried running home crying to our parents, but they were still mad at her for marrying Harry against their wishes and sent her packing. I haven't heard or seen anything of her since then.